Hi, Akon. So you're in Camden actually on Saturday, and
Yep,
you're touring
Saturday.
with Neo. How has that been?
Nah, it's been unbelievable, man. Like it's been crazy. I can't even really explain it, but everybody's super excited. Every show's been sold out so far since we started. It's just been one of them things where you could just tell that people's thirsting for that kind of music and energy and like it's they've been waiting a long time for it, especially as a combination, you know what I mean? So and it's the first time me and Neo actually going out together. So this is a big event for us.
What has been the most surprising about touring with him?
Actually, not really nothing surprising because me and him actually did a lot of touring together. Not like in the United States though, you know.
Uh,
Um, but the idea that you know, I mean, it just I didn't think that it would be this many generations of fan bases waiting for us in America because you got the mother, her daughter, and the grandmother, all like three generations out there in the audience. You know what I mean? Which is so dope because you don't really see that that often.
yeah. So
Yeah.
your relationship with Neo before this tour, you guys were close, I would say.
Yeah, we've been knowing each other a long, long time. Damn near since the beginning of our careers, like almost 20 years. Because we're both writers, we're both producers, so we always worked on projects together similarly within for other artists. And then of course we did collaborations together. So yeah, we've been kind of locked in for a while.
So Neo does a lot of dancing, and I don't think you dance, Akon. Does touring with him, has that challenged you in a way? In
No,
any
I mean
way?
it added an extra dynamic, you know what I'm saying? But when you see the show, you'll understand why the collaboration works really well.
Right. So, you started in the business a long time. You're 53 now, and it's incredible that you've been able to still continue to be relevant throughout these decades. Do you prepare differently now when you go on tour, especially a massive tour like this?
Not really. The only thing that we actually had the biggest challenge was the set list on the songs that we would actually add to the show, being the fact that Neil got more R&B vibe songs, and mine are more internationally. So it was a matter of just kind of finding the right mix between the two that would give the audience the best experience where you really understood that this was a collaboration, you know?
When's the last time you toured, like the United States?
Ah man, the last tour in the US was 2008 for me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wow. So, is it different now? Or how is it different? Because I know it's different. I've seen the difference.
Right. I mean, the difference to me, like I told you, is more of the generations. Um, the obviously my fan base is like from 7 to 70. So I didn't realize that the US actually held that culture actually. And in Europe, when I go internationally, I see it all the time. But in the US, you rarely see like families come out to shows. It's always the children or the teenagers that go out and do these things. Or if there's a grown and sexy, then the parents will go out. But to see them all come out together, it was very kind of new for me in America. I didn't see that often, but I see it at this show a lot.
You don't notice that there's more phones out now?
Well, I mean that part is it's that's kind of self-explanatory because everything is on the phone, so it's not something that you notice. You just realize, okay, this is where we're at today. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
those phones are out in Europe too. So it's like, you know, they was actually out in Europe before they was out in America. So
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
way
Okay.
before. Like America was kind of late the way they caught on to texting and social media. But when I used to do shows back in 2006 in Asia, they would have their phones out doing social media before we even knew what it was.
Oh,
You know what I
wow,
mean?
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
When you're performing, what song, is there a song that you feel like resonates live that surprised you in any way?
Um, Well, my songs, they were all made for live performances, believe it or not. Like the only one that resonated live that caught me off guard was Locked Up. Because I wasn't made for live. It was made for just people to relate to it, and everyone that went through it or process of going through it would be able to relate. So when I made that song and Mr. Lonely, they weren't made for the club. They weren't made for, live performance. It was more of a reality check for myself and people that could relate to me. But I kind of found out that when I actually performed it, it was like a banger in the club and it was a banger in the show. So that threw me off completely. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I had never been locked up, and I was like, I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I love that. What do you do when you come to this area? Anything special that you like to do when you come to Camden or Philly?
Well, I was raised in Jersey City, so I used to always be out in Camden, Trenton, Philly. Like those are stomping grounds for me. So they was always grounds that I actually got into trouble in. So I don't have too many
That's
fond
where you would get
memories.
locked up.
Man, Camden was the worst because actually I only had three shootouts in my life, and two of them was in Camden. You know what I'm saying? So Camden is not Camden ain't a happy space for me right now.
Well, now you're coming back in a different venue,
Yeah,
right?
it's
In
gonna
a
be amazing.
different way, right? It's a full
Yeah,
circle moment.
I swear. I actually had a show in Camden back in I want to say 14, and I had the best experience there, man. So yeah.
Right. I wanted to talk about fan interaction. Any crazy fan interactions?
Those happen
Um,
so often that you don't even remember them so much. Cause it's
what's
like,
crazy to you?
but that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. Cause I can't even explain it properly. It's hard to kind of explain. And the ones that were super crazy, I don't think it's really I wouldn't put it out publicly.
Right, you're married.
Yeah,
Right? We're not gonna talk about that.
it's wild. Yeah, it's wild.
Your new music, right? How are fans reacting to the new music now? Because your new music is literally, you said your fans are 7 to 70. These are TikTokers, right?
Yeah.
So you're performing this newer music for the first time live. How are people receiving that?
No, interesting enough, they're receiving it as so much like it's crazy, like because music circulates and moves through the circuit so much faster now. Back then I would have to work a record for 6 months to a year for people to even understand it, know it, and sing along to it. Today, after the record being released after 2 weeks, they know the lyrics from top to bottom. You know what I mean? So it's a wow that okay, I just released these records and people already know them. Like it's
Right.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anything else you want to add about the tour?
Man, just you got to come out. Don't expect anything, you know what I mean? But be prepared for everything. It's one of them kind of shows where I promise you, whatever you're thinking and expecting, it ain't gonna be what you gonna get. But you're gonna love it. I promise you, the outcome, you're gonna be like, damn, it's probably one of the best shows you've seen.
And all hits. That's
Not from
another
top to
thing.
bottom. From top to bottom.
You said the set list was hard. How long is your set and how long is Neo's set?
Collectively, the whole show is about an hour and 45 minutes with a 15-minute interval in between. And then me and him do this what we call needle drop, where I play records that I wrote and produced for other artists. He played records he wrote and produced for other artists, and me and him go back and forth on that. So yes, it's nonstop hits from the moment you press play to the moment we say goodbye.
All right. Thank you for your time, Akon.
I
Always
appreciate you.
Union
That's
City up in here.
Union
We here,
City.
baby. We out here. You're Jersey
Yes.
City. But
Yep.
I lived on Fifth Street. So I was
Oh yeah, you're right there. You're in the Heights.
I was between the Heights and Union
Yeah,
City.
you're right there. You're
Absolutely.
right there. You're
Yeah,
right
I
there.
appreciate you always, Akon. Good luck on this show. I'll be there, okay?
All right, sweetie. See you soon.
Bye.
All right.